Hi, I'm Gene Triplett, entertainment editor for the Oklahoman and News OK. I'm here today with Matt Price and Brandy McDonnell, and we're here for a sneak peek at what's coming up in the next Weekend Look entertainment section of the Friday Oklahoman. And this week, our main story, of course, is Watchmen. It's the big movie opening this week, one of the biggest movies opening in this season. And Matt Price attended L.A., into the junket in L.A. for the film, and interviewed several cast members, including Patrick Wilson.
That's right.
Tell us about it.
Patrick Wilson from Little Children actually is reunited with Jackie Earle Haley from Little Children, and they mentioned kind of their first day filming. They're all in their get-up, and they look at each other and say, what kind of weird sequel to Little Children is this? But basically Patrick Wilson is a very good-looking movie star guy. He's got a great, rich laugh, and his character that he's playing, Dan Dryberg, is kind of a nerdy nebbish. He's a guy that used to be a superhero, and while he kind of looks like Batman, he's a little bit more of a Clark Kentish type of secret identity. So when he was cast, a lot of people said, Patrick Wilson is this nerdy guy. Sure, get a great-looking guy to play this nerdy character, but when you see him in the film, or if you've seen stills from the film with him in the Dan Dryberg outfit, I mean, he's got the kind of big glasses and kind of a slightly nerdy haircut, and he just looks a lot like the character from the comic. So he really, as far as his performance and as far as the people who were in charge of costuming and makeup and so on, they really recreated his character from the graphic novel. Yeah.
We look forward to reading your interview then.
All right.
On the cover of Weekend Look this Friday. Meanwhile, Brandy McDonnell has the other cover story this week. Everybody knows by now that New Kids on the Block has reunited, which is causing a lot of excitement in some quarters. She interviewed Danny Wood. Tell us about it. They're coming to BOK in Tulsa.
Right. On March 9th, they're coming to the BOK Center in Tulsa. And this is a big deal, actually, to a lot of people a lot of women who are my age. My first show that I ever went to, my first live concert experience that I ever had was when I was an adolescent, maybe 12 or 13. And I went to Tulsa to see New Kids on the Block. My dad waited in line with one of his buddies for 3 or 4 hours to get tickets for us to go to Skelly Stadium to see this show, and then was kind enough to stoically endure the concert while I enjoyed New Kids on the Block very much, because they were huge. And when I was a preteen among girls, sold something like 70 million albums, and then broke up in 1994, and then came back together last year to reunite the same 5 original guys, and they released a new album last year. And from what Danny tells me, they're having a terrific time. That the reunion is more than they ever dreamed of, that they have a lot of their core fans who grew up with them who are now coming to the show, but then also a lot of younger fans are bringing nieces and nephews and their kids to come and see the show, and then it's kind of functioning as kind of a multi-generational night out with the girls a little bit. Yeah. for people to come together and see the show. And so there's a lot of excitement about this. I put on my Facebook page, I made that my status one day, that I just talked to one of the New Kids on the Block, and instantly had about 10 comments from women my age or buddies of mine. Which one did you talk to? So-and-so was my favorite. So there's a lot of excitement about this.
What'd you think of the new album?
It was pretty good. It's not exactly my type of music. It's very hip-hop oriented pop. And that's really something that is not my main music that I listen to anymore, but it was good for what it was, and definitely I thought it was good that they had matured their sound and not gone back to the same kind of old sound back from the 1990s. Yeah. So in that sense, it's a very contemporary album, and it was pretty good.
Okay.
So I think it'll be interesting to see them.
All right. Look forward to those 2 cover stories. I'm going to have an inside story on Academy Is, who are coming to the conservatory next week. I did an interview with William Beckett. Of course, they have a big hit right now on MTV, About a Girl. So that'll be a big show coming through. So that's it for Sneak Peek for Weekend Look this week. I hope you pick up a copy, and we will talk to you again next week.